Hello students, what is a balanced diet? A diet that contains all the nutrients that our body needs in right quantities is called a balanced diet. Not too much of one and not too little of the other. The diet should also contain a good amount of roughage and water. Such a diet is called a balanced diet. Now how do we get this? Pulses, groundnut, soybean, sprouted seeds like moong, Bengal gram, fermented foods like South Indian foods such as idlis, a combination of flours like mesi roti, thepla made from cereals and pulses, banana, spinach, sattu, jaggery, available vegetables and other such foods provide many nutrients. Therefore, we can make a balanced diet by using this easily available food items. It's not needed that we need to use expensive food materials. But eating the right kind of food is not enough. There are some wrong cooking practices. What are the wrong cooking practices? Deep peeling of fruits and vegetables, or repeated washing of rice and pulses, which lead to loss of some nutrients. Also deep frying and using too much of water while cooking. These are some wrong cooking practices, and this may lead to loss of nutrients. Many of us, we like to have fat-rich oily food. It is tasty and we like to take this. But is it right? No. If we take this too much of fat-rich food, it may lead to a condition that is called obesity. Obesity, that means fatness. The person, see here the picture, the person has become obese or has become very fat. And it may lead to various other diseases like heart diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes. So we need to take right kind of food. A person may be getting enough food to eat, but sometimes the food may not contain a particular nutrient. If this continues over a long period of time, the person may suffer from its deficiency. That is, it is lacking in the diet for a long period of time. Deficiency of one or more nutrients can cause diseases or disorders in our body. Diseases that occur due to lack of nutrients over a long period are called deficiency diseases. So the other day I gave the example, a person takes only rice, potato with butter or ghee. So he is getting mainly the carbohydrates and fats, but he is not getting enough amount of the other nutrients. So he may suffer from kind of deficiency diseases. Now let us discuss about deficiency diseases. If a person does not get enough proteins in his or her food for a long time, he or she is likely to have stunted growth, swelling of face, discoloration of hair, skin diseases and diarrhea. Children below the age of 5 years, they suffer from a disease that is called kwashiorkor. See the picture which I show here at the top. The child is suffering from a condition that is called kwashiorkor. Hair changes, miserable expression, and it looks as if the child is healthy, but actually the body has swelled up, right? And the child is irritable because of lack of enough amount of protein in his diet, right? So this is a condition that is kwashiorkor. And if the diet is deficient in both carbohydrates and proteins for a long period of time, the growth may stop completely. Such a person becomes very lean and thin and so weak that he or she may not be even able to move. Here the picture of a child suffering from this nutritional disorder that is called marasmus. Here the child has become very thin and it has as if that is the folds of skin which is wrapping the bones. So this condition that is called marasmus. Deficiency of different vitamins and minerals may also result in certain diseases or disorders. Some of these are mentioned here, the table I show you. So in this table, here you see first the name of the vitamin or the mineral, the deficiency disease or the disorder, and next the symptoms. That is, by saying this we can understand the person is suffering from this kind of disorder or disease. First, vitamin A. Due to vitamin A, we may suffer from a disease that is called night blindness. Night blindness, see, the person is unable to see in dim light, that is mainly at night the person is unable to see, and at times the person may become even totally blind, so loss of vision. So symptoms: poor vision, loss of vision in darkness or at night, so what we say night blindness, sometimes complete loss of vision. Next is vitamin B1. The deficiency disease or disorder, beriberi. So beriberi, if the person suffers from beriberi, the symptoms are weak muscles and very little energy to do work. Vitamin C. Vitamin C, scurvy. The deficiency disease is scurvy. What are the symptoms? See, bleeding gums, wounds take longer time to heal. So this is the deficiency disease of vitamin C. Vitamin D. The deficiency disease is rickets. Bones become soft and bent, and because of that, see, this deformity, that is like, see, bow shaped, as if the bone has bent, bones of the legs are bent, and it looks it has become soft and it has become bent, and bow shaped structure, pigeon shaped chest. So these are the symptoms of this disease. Next is calcium. Bone and tooth decay, because calcium helps in formation of bone and tooth. So if we do not, the diet does not contain enough amount of calcium, so bone and tooth decay, that is the disorder. And symptoms: weak bones, tooth decay. Then iodine. If iodine is deficient in our diet, so you may suffer from a condition that is called goiter. See over here, the person's neck has the glands in the neck appear swollen, so it has swollen up, and mental disability in children. Next is iron. Iron, if it is deficient in our diet, if it is not present in enough quantity in our diet, we may suffer from a condition that is called anemia, and the person becomes very weak. So weakness is one of the symptoms, shortness of breath, or the person looks pale. See the hands of this persons, one is suffering from this pale looked hand, that is the person is suffering from anemia. So here we have read some diseases or disorders caused by deficiency of vitamins and minerals. This deficiency diseases can be cured by taking enough quantity of those nutrients which are deficient in our diet. So here we complete the chapter. Thank you, students.